folks, welcome back and thank you for joining me again this week. I'm actually in Jomtien again this week. I've had a recommendation and a request to try the Grand Residence, which is the hotel behind me. It's one of those hotels, it definitely falls within sort of the budget hotel range. I've actually booked a superior studio room, but I've been upgraded. I've got a nice big large room, which is sort of like an almost apartment. Great price, this one really is. Great location. I'll put a map up, show you where I am, but I'm actually right opposite Rumpole Market and really close to Soy 7, so all the going out areas. I am facing, my room's facing onto the road, so it might be a little bit noisy tonight, but other than that, it's looking pretty good, this one. Great restaurant next door as well, Mr. Moo's. I've eaten there before, so I'm probably going to have my dinner there tonight. So yeah, let's go and have a look around this one and see what you think. So yeah, let's go and have a look. So check-in was nice and easy. It was 200 baht deposit, just copy of the passport, and actually let me in the room about 12:15. And they've actually upgraded me. I've got a bigger room on the second floor, so that's quite nice. So I'm on the second floor, and my room's right at the end again. So let's have a look at this room. So you've got your key fob for your electric, as normal, couple of light switches, and you've actually got an entrance hallway which sweeps round, because this apartment is huge. And that's the view out the back window. And as you can see, it's a 7-Eleven. So for people who always ask how close the 7-Eleven is, there it is. And we've got a kitchen area, so we've got microwave, kitchen units, kettle, and sort of glasses and cups and things. Sink for your washing up. And then a dining room table. So yeah, if you get a takeaway, you can easily heat it up. I don't know if there's plates and things. Is there plates? No. So there's nothing actually in any of the cupboards. And then we have a very sort of couple of, I should really close them, shouldn't I? And then we've got a couple of double folding doors, bifold doors, which takes you into the bedroom. And again, huge bedroom. Plenty of furniture, and probably what, 6-foot bed. And then we've got a small balcony, a couple of chairs. We are facing onto the road, so there might be a bit of traffic noise tonight, I think. Right, let's have a look out onto the balcony. So it's a small balcony, but I suppose if you're a smoker, you can probably come out. A little bit of water, I'm assuming that's from the air conditioning. So there's a couple of chairs. Yeah, so the view's not fabulous. You've got a view of Second Road and the traffic. And then a TV unit, small television, 32-inch. I don't know what make it is. I can't actually open the curtains any more than that, so we'll leave them how they are. And then we've got a third bed come settee, and then we've got the view out the front. As you can see, I'm overlooking Second Road. All right, let's continue on, and then we go into, there's a couple of patio doors, and then we have quite a large fridge with a couple of waters. And then a double wardrobe that seems to open for me the wrong way, but there you go, I don't know. So a trouser rail, couple of hangers over. Oh, sorry. And then a safety box. Yeah, you'd get a laptop in there. Oh, it's not fixed down. And then onto the ensuite. Just of the sink, tap, mirror, toilet hose as normal. And then just a one-piece shower. It's quite a large shower. It's actually got a sliding door, which is quite nice. A couple of windows. The windows are a bit gappy, I would say. There's a bit of noise coming through. Let's try the shower. Yeah, so just a handheld shower. Seems to work okay. You've only got one thing of soap. So there's no sort of, there's nothing, shower caps, cotton buds, there's nothing like that. You've just got a tub of soap. So there we are. Let's do the long shot from here. So yeah, it's absolute huge room. You know, if you were here for any length of time, you could definitely unpack, you know, quite comfortably, and you've got a whole apartment almost. Not sure what that is. It's a bit of wood. A little bit of towel art. He's obviously an elephant. And let's have a look at the bed while we're here. So, yeah, it's probably a medium. It's only the mattress. It's quite a thin mattress, just with a protector on. Yeah, it's quite a. And the pillows, that's a bit bumpy, that one. Let's try the other one. Yeah, slightly better. Yeah, that's not too bad. Lovely and clean anyway. It's really nice and white, the sheets. Sometimes the sheets can be a little bit yellowing, but they are lovely and crisp and white. Right, we'll do the curtain test next. This might take quite a while because there's loads of windows. Where can we set us up? We'll set it up there. Close the doors as well, so that will probably help. So there we are. There's the that's the blackout curtain test. Not fabulous, and there's actually quite a lot of road noise. So I think I personally would struggle to sleep in here during the daytime. Right, let's go and have a look at the rest of the hotel. So my final thoughts on the Grand Residence Jomtien. So I actually booked a superior studio room, and when I got here, they actually upgraded me to a large room, I think this is called, or suite. I mean, it's absolutely huge. Yeah, it's a lovely big bedroom. It's got a nice sort of kitchen area, big sort of ensuite. The furniture's a bit sort of worn and in places, but yeah, the room's absolutely huge. And I think if you were here for a few days, you could really sort of unpack and spread out, and yeah, really it feels almost like an apartment rather than sort of a hotel room. Check-in was, I actually arrived quite early. Check-in was 12:15 I got here, and she let me in this room. So yeah, not only sort of got a bigger room, I was let in straight away. Air conditioning works really well, runs nice and quietly. The room itself, because I'm facing onto Second Road, there's a lot of traffic noise, and the windows, some of the windows, although they're double glazed, they don't actually fit that well. So there is traffic noise. There's no other way to say it. I actually slept with earplugs last night, and it wasn't a problem. So that might be the way forward if you want to stay here. But that really is my only criticism. If you're out partying all night, it's probably not going to affect you. There is a small balcony. Again, not a great view, but if you're a smoker, there is a small balcony. You can sit out there, I suppose. The hotel itself doesn't actually have any sort of swimming pool or gym or anything like that, or sort of, there's a small area down at the lobby, you can sit outside, but that's about it really. Parking, unfortunately there isn't parking either. There's parking for motorbikes, there isn't actually parking for cars. So I actually ended up parking on the road, so I can actually see my car from here. But yeah, there isn't actual hotel parking, which is a shame. But the room, again, then when I come into the room, I could actually smell fresh paint. So I think it's actually been quite newly decorated as well, which is quite nice. The internet wasn't too bad, it's pretty good. I put the speeds up as normal. Television, unfortunately, I couldn't get the television to work at all. The feed is through an aerial cable, and I eventually got a picture, but they're all Thai channels, so I actually didn't bother in the end. So what did I pay for this one? Well, this is definitely one of those hotels that's sort of a bargain budget price hotel that I quite often get asked to have a look at. And this was actually a recommendation from someone. And I paid 570 baht for this room. I know, obviously, I booked the studio room, so you wouldn't actually get this room for that price. But even so, that's pretty good value. We're now high season. We're right in the top of the action going out area, Rumpole Market, Soi 7, what have you. So yeah, there's a 7-Eleven. You can actually see the sign out the window, so you couldn't get any closer. There's loads of restaurants. There's Mr. Moo's the other way, which is a great Thai restaurant. If you've not been there, that's definitely worth a go. So yeah, that is, all in all, it's not a bad hotel and a great price. So let me know if you stayed here, let me know what you think about it all. And as always, I'll say thank you very much for watching. If you can give me a like and a subscribe, that'd be great too. And bye for now.